ultimately whatever you wish to do in your life. If you want to do anything successfully, you must have clarity, isn't it? How much clarity do you have is all there is, isn't it?
This channel is about gaining clarity and providing action plan. The way to gain clarity is by going through mindfulness and logical thinking to produce action plan. This is why it takes longer time, because I need to explain to you, I need to tell you why I choose this topic and what are the obscurities. After going through the logical thinking and the action plan, I need to wrap up, reiterate the point and make conclusion. Making you understand takes time. Therefore, bear with me and watch to the end. Watch this video to the end to find out. Most people talk about their lesson learned as life. Then they teach people how to create a life they want because they have gone through tough times. They have gone through challenging times and they had pulled it through. As a result, they see it as the way to pull through the tough time and the challenging time. They think that this is a big deal. But if they see that this is normal in life, they will know that this is just one of the ways they could pull it through from tough time. There are many ways, skills, techniques we can apply to deal with tough times and tough challenges. But radically, it is how we see and what we see. How we see affect what we think, and what we think affect what we do. Don't dwell on the details. See the big picture. Then you will see life differently and face life differently. Ultimately, how we see and what we see is the basis for good mental health. Watch this video to the end. You will fully understand my points. This is stage 1, describing the topic and the obscure issues. The topic today is life is normal. This is the basis for good mental health. Why do I say so? Because one of the key root causes of mental illness is taking things too seriously and focusing too much on the details. It amplifies the impact, the feelings, the emotions. This is how the pressure builds up. Then you become stressed and depressed because at that moment in time, you may think that this is abnormal. You refuse to face it. You resist and you are not willing to accept that you need to go through this process. But if you know that this is normal, you will have different mindset. Number 1, when you know that this is normal, everyone goes through the same, then you will be less tense. You will flow through like everyone else. Number 2, when you know that this is normal, everyone goes through the same, you will not be so stressful. You can take it easier and it will not be such a big fuss to you. Number 3, when you know that this is normal, you are not the only one. It is not as big deal as you perceive. You will be more open to talk it out, seek help from others, and also share your story with others. I remember many years ago when I was in the college, the doctor suggested doing a endoscopy procedure on me. He explained the entire procedure clearly, and he told me that this is normal. Don't worry, just go through it. You will be fine. Yes, this is normal. This is the procedure. Everyone who has this problem will go through the same. Think about life. Isn't it everyone go through the same like this? Number 1, life is a journey with a time frame. Number 2, in this journey, all of us begin with having some kind of inherited states, such as talents or family wealth. And we might also have inherited challenges, such as flaws and weaknesses. It is like we are born with a set of cards in hands. But despite whether we are a winner or a loser or none of the above, at the end of the journey, it is game over. All these cards do not matter. Sounds ridiculous, right? This is the reality. Number 3, everyone goes through the same stages of life. The childhood stage, the young stage, the young adult stage, the adult stage, the senior adult stage, and the old stage. Last but not least, for whatever you have gone through, for whatever you have experienced, you are not the only one. This is for sure. Do you see that this is the journey of life? This is the process of life. Everyone goes through the same process. Therefore, life is normal, right? Let's explore the stage 2 and the stage 3, logical thinking and action plan. Stage 2 and stage 3, logical thinking and action plan. Life is normal because everyone goes through the same. Number 1, life is a journey with a time frame. This is the fact. No one will argue this. The point is, what matters it is the time frame. Logically, my question is, how much time do I have? Who determines the time frame? This is one of the most complicated questions if we delve into the details. Let's look at it from the big picture. Logically, here are the 2 scenarios. Scenario A, you will think that God determines the time frame. How long? You will leave it to God. Scenario number 2, if you don't believe in God, but believing in science, you will find out that the time frame will be influenced by your gene, your diets, your way of life, your psychological and physical conditions, etc. It is good to question the time frame. If you don't, you will not do anything to influence the time frame. The funny thing about time is, before time comes, people want to manage tomorrow for their benefits. After time has passed, the wise ones would make sure that they get the lessons learned, but most people won't. For the present time, some people are trying to be smart, trying to take advantage. They think they are smart, but not really. Some are truly smart. They do make the best and reap the fruits. Some are conscientious. They will earn the credit and enjoy what they have invested today later. Some are trying to get by. They will pay back in the future, etc. The action plan for the time frame. Suggestion 1. Even though you believe in God, it does not mean that you don't have to do much. This is the biggest misunderstanding. Believing in God is to leave the outcome to Him, but you cannot leave the process to God. The process is created by God in order to achieve the outcomes He wants. Therefore, we should work harder because the blessing and the grace are bestowed during the process. Suggestion number 2. Don't think that God and science are 2 different things. Science is proving the work of God. Therefore, if you believe in God, you should believe in the science. God's work and God are the same. Point number 2. In this journey, all of us begin with having some kind of inherited states, such as talents or family wealth, and we might also have inherited challenges, such as flaws and weaknesses. It is like we are born with a set of cards, but despite whether you are a winner or a loser or none of the above, at the end of the journey, it is game over. All these cards don't matter. The logical question here is, if at the end all these cards do not matter, why should we play these cards? This is the same question as what is the purpose of life? Well, the logic is simple. None of us is given a choice to be born. Therefore, it doesn't make sense to ask what is the purpose of life. Because we did not have a choice, therefore we did not have a purpose to be born. Remember? Since I have been born, it is a question of how do I walk the journey? What do I have to begin with? My suggestion for action plan is see the value of everything you have and think about how to make the best along the journey. If you have the talents, you need to work harder to bring it out, to polish it, and to shine. If you are born with a silver spoon, transform it into a gold. Because if you are given a solid stepping stone to begin with, that means it is for you to step up higher. And if you are born with some flaws or weaknesses, it is for you to become stronger. Because every challenge you have overcome, it will make you stronger and tougher. At the end of your life journey, it is not a matter of whether you are a winner or a loser. It is a matter of how you have transformed your cards, how different your cards are comparing to the beginning of the journey. When you finally lay down your hand and turn over your cards, is it a wow effect? Is it impressive? Point number 3, everyone goes through the same stages of life. This is irrefutable. I don't have to talk much on this. But this point, despite what you have experienced, despite what you have gone through, you are not the only one. I will elaborate this as my suggestion for action plan. I suggest that you travel more and watch more videos on worldwide issues and news. Because the more you travel, the smaller you see yourself. The world is as big as you can see and imagine. If you don't move enough, your world is as big as the sky above you. Do learn from the worldwide stories and news. Read more, watch more videos. You will confirm that all that you have gone through, someone else had gone through. The agonies, the challenges, the crises, etc. that you had gone through were not the worst, not a big deal. A lot of people have tougher time and more challenging life than you. It is normal in life. Count your blessing if you see this. Your situations are not bigger than most people. All that you have gone through is normal. It is to make you stronger and tougher. It is to shape you into a precious stone. In conclusion, here are the facts. Number 1, despite what had happened, life goes on. Nothing matters. Time is a healer for all. Number 2, what matters in this present will be less significant as time goes by and in a hindsight. Number 3, you can't change the past, but you can try to influence the outcome tomorrow by doing something now. If you think now goes by in a split second, you can't catch it in time. You can prolong the now by defining it. For example, 3 months. You can declare that in 3 months, you will be doing something. And this 3 months is your now. Do you understand now? Life is normal, and this is the basis for good mental health. The point is, when you are in a negative emotion, it is easy to fall into the black hole of agony if you delve into the details too much. The way to pull you out is to make you see the big picture. If you see that despite what cost you have, you still have to go through all the challenges. You still need to work very hard, either physically or psychologically, or both. This is normal, then you will not mourn over all the difficulties, crises, challenges, etc. because this is normal in life. Despite what had happened, in a hindsight, it will be less significant, be it the glory or the agony. If you understand this, you see the big picture. When you see the big picture, you will not delve into the details and fall into the black hole of agony. For sure, you will have a good mental health. We have gone through mindfulness and logical thinking to produce action plans. This is the way I show you how to gain clarity via reflection process mechanism. I am Alicia T, the certified professional coach and HRDF certified trainer. If you need extra help, either one-to-one or in a group, please visit my website, jjecorporatepro.com. I will continuously going through some topics to help you gain clarity via reflection process mechanism. I invite you to think about this. Is it more important for you to get motivated and know what to do but don't know how to do it? Or is it more important for you to truly understand how to do it? Certainly when you know how to do it, you know what to do it, right? Remember this. When you understand, you will be clear. When you are clear, you will believe firmly. When you believe firmly, you will be committed. And when you are committed, you will be passionate. Commitment and passions are the two key drivers for persistency, perseverance, determination, etc. Watch out for my next video, Reflection Time with Alicia Tay. If you find this video is helpful to you, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell because you will be notified when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.